You might be in a situation where your ex-boyfriend replies to your messages, but he never sends any messages to you. So we're going to cover in this video what you should be doing right now to really fix this problem and get him to take the initiative and make this first move towards you. Before I move on, just to remind you, there's a quiz. I put together a quiz for you to know if you have any chance to get back with your ex. I left the link in the description of the video and also in the first comment. It takes 2 minutes to complete and it's totally free. So you might be in a situation where you send messages to your ex because you feel that if you don't do it, he would forget you. And so you want to stay around. But as you send SMS, you realize that you're actually damaging any strategy or any ways for you to get back with him, because you are constantly on his back and you're pressuring him as well. So you're a bit like, should I send him messages? Should I stop sending him messages? Because if I do send messages, I'm too pushy. If I don't, he's gonna forget me. If you think that by not sending SMS, he's gonna forget you, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. The idea is now for you to trust the process, do a radio silence, stop any form of contact with him for 2 or 3 weeks. This is what's going to work. Because first, he's not going to forget you. You don't forget someone you dated, even if you dated for less than a year. You don't forget someone from one day to another. So by not sending SMS, don't freak out. He's not going to forget you. By not sending him messages, by not contacting him, what's going to happen is that he would have a void not being with you, not having any news from you. And that would start triggering things in his brain, in his heart, where he would start to miss you. And then what's going to happen after this radio silence? You can send messages. You can send some small messages. And you'll see that the attraction will be higher because you would have teased him. He would feel that he will miss you more. So after radio silence, you can start to send some little messages. You can tease him saying like, oh, I've got something amazing that happened. And next time I see you, I'll explain you in more detail. Because that's also the other point. So the first point is really the radio silence. The second point is how you end all your interaction on the high notes. If you have, let's say, a very interesting conversation chatting by SMS, you should be the one stopping the conversation. That's how you can reclaim control of your interaction with your ex-boyfriend. So let's say you're saying, I don't know, you talk about the weather or whatever, you at some point stop the conversation saying, oh yeah, sorry, I have to go, I need to go somewhere, let's chat another day. Because if you continue the conversation forever and ever and ever, then of course it's going to be a bit boring. Maybe you're going to talk about the past, maybe you're going to fall into explanations, and guys, they don't really like to confront at this stage with the reality of things. That's my advice as a guy. So don't talk about that in SMS. Be always light and fun. Show them that you have a life, that you do exciting stuff, and cut, because they will feel like a little bit when you see a teasing of a movie. You just like you're hooked. You see just a little, just enough to see the rest, and that's what you have to do when you send SMS. If you don't know exactly what to send, if you feel that it's not working right, feel free to comment on the video. I'll be more than happy to reply. Remember, the radio silence first, and then be interesting in your SMS, but also and always high on a high note. Be the one making that initiative to cut the conversation at the right time. Hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye, take care.